You got it.
All right, we're gonna get started here. If you're all out there, feel free to come back. You can bring your chairs. I don't mind. You can sit. It's okay.
Just, yeah, sure.
Got a bit of a hum on the mic? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Is that cool? All right, my name is Duane Raider.
Yeah.
No way! You may recognize me from my work as Bobby Moynihan on SNL or Hurley on Lost. But you would be wrong. I'm only one of those people. So, here's a question to divide the room. How many people here like hip-hop? Woo! Woo! Is that it? Come on, let's hear it. Yeah! There you go, give it up. I'm a big fan of hip-hop. I love the rap. In particular, I'm a fan of hip-hop hype men. You know those guys that stand in the back and add emphasis to phrases by saying shit like, yeah, boy! Or, that's what he's saying! 99! I listen to some old hip-hop. I've always admired that job. I've always wanted to have that job, but I've never had the opportunity to have that job. Until recently I realized I can just do that. Like I'm standing in a bank line behind some guy who's talking to the teller, you know, he's like, yeah, I'd like to put $100 in my savings account. Benjamin's, motherfucker! And I guess $200 into my instant bill pay. Scott Jeffries is a responsible adult, bitches! Behind some woman in the grocery store, she's like, no, I don't need a bag, I brought my own. She's saving a tree! Or having an intimate conversation with a close personal friend who's all like, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do without her. You know, she's kind of, I just don't want to live anymore. This is a real awkward moment, motherfucker! And it was. I live here in town. I live down by Blue Mountain Clinic. Does everyone know what Blue Mountain Clinic is here? It's a women's health care center. Yes, it's a women's health care center. And I pass by on my way to work or the campus or whatever, I always see these guys outside with these protest signs. You know, they're always protesting the clinic. They had these signs, they said, pray abortion ends. And I thought, yes, you are correct. You are right, sir. I do pray that. Yes. Every time I'm sitting in that waiting room and they're back in surgery for what seems like hours and I'm so fucking bored and I'm thinking, God, when will this abortion end? These guys get it. Faster abortions is what we need. It's okay to come back. Come on. So I'm single. Shocker. I'm a comedian, right? I'm single. I find that being single is a lot like studying the migration patterns of penguins from a remote research facility in Antarctica. In that you masturbate a lot. I imagine. I've been single for so long, I'm starting to think of my relationships unrealistically, starting to romanticize my ex-girlfriends. I'll see them walking around town and I'll think, God, what's wrong with me? Look at her, she's so beautiful. Why did I end that? What the fuck's wrong with me? She did trade my shoes for Crank. I don't even know what the street value is on a pair of pants for Crank. Midget, she was fucking that midget. Yeah, but other than that, solid relationship. Solid. You should call her. I'm doing the online dating thing. Anyone else doing that? Yeah. I say 1 in 5 relationships nowadays are started from online dating. I'm on OkCupid under Duane Raider. Check it out. I'm there. I try to be as honest as possible in my online dating profile. So I find there's a lot of dishonesty in the online dating scene. Yeah, there is. Biggest thing people are dishonest about? Any guesses? No, throw it out there. Audience participation. Come on. What did people? Yeah, kids. Good. All right, sure. Someone said, yay. I find biggest thing, that is a problem. Biggest thing people are dishonest about being fat. Especially women. Are there any women in here? No? Let's talk about this then. Especially women. Right, because a woman will go through her profile and she will give you answers to questions you would have never thought to ask. She will tell you everything about herself about that. She'll go through and answer things like, drinks, yes. Smokes, yes. Drugs, what have you got? Education, middle school children, wants more. Jail, little bit. Little manslaughter, body type. Ooh. Curvy. Curvy. Just say fat. It's okay. Just say fat. There's nothing wrong with fat. Most guys actually prefer a little fat. It's true. I've never met a man who wants to fuck a marionette doll. Doesn't happen. Fat's okay. It's alright. You know, I want this country to quit dehumanizing its fat people. We have such unrealistic expectations for each other's bodies. We want all of our men to look like Ryan Gosling and all of our women to look like Kristen Stewart without Down syndrome. And it's unlikely. It's not going to happen. Her face is stuck like that. It's not changing. So I try to be as honest as possible in my personality profiles and in dealing with people and online dating. Last week I wrote a message to a girl. It's very charming, very nice, very friendly. At the end of it I wrote, okay, full disclosure, I'm really fat. But when you meet me, you will find that I am 10 times more awesome than I am fat. Which is a lot of awesome. Because there is a lot of fat. She hasn't yet written back to me. But that's okay. Every guy here knows it's a numbers game. You play the odds. Some women don't want to hook up with a fat guy. Other women are drunk. Beer. Drink more. Drink more. Loosens the laughing cords. Being single's not also bad, though. It's not so bad. You know, sleeping's easier. Sleeping's easier when you're single, right? You stretch out on the big bed, you roll around, fart, no one gives a shit, except for the dog, and fuck him, he's a dog. That's nice. You know, I have enough trouble falling asleep as it is. Like, every time I lay down, my mind just starts fucking worrying with thoughts that I put off all day long, unless I beat it down with marijuana, which is a legitimate problem, says the physician the grow-up recommended me to. It's a disease. And recently I had even more trouble falling asleep in that my upstairs neighbors have decided that 2, 3 in the morning is about the time they should start fucking. And they are bad at it. Oh God, they are terrible. I don't know for sure. I'm not in the room. Yes. But here, I'll give you a rendition of what it sounds like. You can draw your own conclusions. It's kind of like this as I lay in my bed. What? He wants a sandwich! I don't know if you ever got that sandwich.
I got the sandwich.
Opening up for a lot of musicians tonight. It's strange. Being a comedian, opening up for musicians. I don't have a joke for that. It's just weird. I'm just sharing. Just letting you know. Little about me. I feel awkward.
Really awkward, motherfucker.
I'll leave you with this shit tonight. It's just something that pisses me off. This is just something that pisses me off, and I hope it pisses you off too. Otherwise, I seem like a dick. Pictures of white Jesus. You know the real famous kind you find in velvet in every trailer park across the country? Like the one where he's got the long hair hippie Jesus, like someone sketched it second day of Bonnaroo. Like he's looking up into the side wondering if he left his vaporizer on. Slightly tan, like he's been on the beach all day, carrying people. Gotta work out your core for that, you know, like the device. Fucking white Jesus, man. I don't like the pictures of white Jesus, and I'll tell you why. Jesus wasn't white. What? No? Yes. Hold on. Hear me out. Alright, if you believe in Jesus and the Bible and the Chronicles of Narnia and Lord of the Rings and whatever, you also got to accept all of the lineage that's written into the Bible, all the begottens, right? That's all for something. It shows lineage, right? Which clearly places Mary into the line of the Sephardic Jews, right? Mary and all of her offspring are Sephardic Jews. Not the Ashkenazi Jews or the Europeanized Jews that we know, but the Sephardic Jews, which are much more Arabic kind of people, much more darker skin, like we think of Arabic people. I know this is a lot of information to take in really fast while you're drinking, so I will put it simply. If Jesus were alive today, he would be randomly selected at every airport security checkpoint. Well, Mr. Asus H. Karist, you sure you've got a lot of tools and nails? You some kind of carpenter? This bothers me. It bothers me because Christianity and other Christian-based faiths and Christ-based faiths, they're the mainstay of white supremacist groups. Most white supremacists you ever meet will tell you they are Christian in some form or another. And I just think it would be a lot harder to hate on non-white people if you had to bow and pray to Jesus Hussein Christ. Alright, that's me. We got Modality, SHAHS, Javier coming up. Thank you all for listening. I accept gratitude in the form of cigarettes.